Good morning, everyone. I am stepping into courage just even coming on here today. So thank you, Oberiri. Thank you for inviting me as your guest speaker. And thank you to Church Challenges as well for your platform. I'm honored to come and share with all of you a piece of my story and journey in courage. And I pray it encourages you wherever you are right now in your life. I've written out what I needed to say. I usually just share from my heart. This is from my heart, but I have a huge story, like all of you, and it's hard to put the pieces together. So I'm just going to read it out, but I'm going to give you my emotion at the same time. So pray for me as I go through this because I feel that God has something amazing for you today in what He wants to speak to you about courage. Let me introduce myself. Hi, I'm Stacey Collins. I am here. I'm here. I'm 53 years old, a loved wife to John for 29 years, a proud mama of 4 adults and 1 toddler. That's a whole story. I love God. I love my family. I love being a mama. I enjoy hanging out with friends, creating music, dreaming new ideas, playing the piano, sipping hot tea, eating chocolate, writing my thoughts, learning and training, and so much more. I woke up this morning hearing courage to purpose. So I heard God say. I asked myself, what is courage? And I'm sure you've asked yourself this many times over the years. What type of feeling does it evoke? When you hear this word, have courage. I looked it up. One of the Hebrew words translated courage means to show oneself strong. It's the ability to do something that frightens one. It's strength in the face of pain or grief, bravery, valor. Courage is mental or moral strength to venture, persevere, and withstand danger, fear, or difficulty. The courage of one's convictions. The confidence to act in accordance with one's beliefs. The state or condition of being a hero. And spirit, heart, spunk. I love those ones. That's courage. Did you know that? Spirit, heart, spunk. Courage is stepping into a yes and not really knowing what may be on the other side. But you do it anyway because you know something has to change for you to move forward. Have you found, as a woman, you may have laid your sword down, have forgotten to be that warrior, that hero of courage? Your sword may even be dusty, your heart hurting, your spirit discouraged, and you've no spunk. There's been times you've forgotten how brave you really are. What are you capable of? You may have stopped fighting for you, for those you love, for your dreams. I know that's me. Things can happen in our life that change everything, and we are faced with the choice to have courage or stay stuck in fear. What will you choose? What will I choose? Have you experienced a time when you knew that it was courage and courage alone that pushed you through to be able to persevere? You don't even know how you did it, how you found yourself here today? I have prayed and thought about what I would share today when it comes to moments of courage in my life, when I've been faced with hard choices. Fear, the unknown, feeling paralyzed, unsure, grief. This is a season where I am present and becoming more aware of who is Stacey Collins? Who are you? Asking myself, what am I here to make an impact in? What do I want my legacy to be? How do you see your legacy? Where are you today with courage? What are the important imprints you want to leave in another person's heart and life, in your own life? What do you want to create for the world that you touch? This is hard. 2.5 years ago, I was dealing with the loss of 8 family members, 2 of them being my siblings, 1 my brother, 1 my sister. Hard to even comprehend. This was even before COVID. There are no words to describe. Grief is a sacred place. There were many times I felt I couldn't get back up. It was in these lowest of times and reeling from shock, I was faced with hopelessness. One day, a year after my sister, Storella, passed away, my beautiful sister, three of my sisters and I were hanging out together, and they wanted to paint spontaneously. I didn't want to. They're all artistic, me, not so much. I sat on the couch working on my laptop, watching them, having fun, laughing, painting. It was in that moment I heard God say to me, "Get down on the floor and paint with them." So I slowly lowered to the floor and grabbed a canvas and picked up whatever color paint was in front of me. It happened to be the color orange, which is not my favorite color. And so I painted the whole background orange. But it was my sister Strella's favorite color. Interesting, poignant. Then I drew the word hope. It was awkward, crooked, not straight, not even, like my life felt. Strangely, I painted the letters of hope in black. I didn't even know why. As I was painting, I suddenly stopped, looked up, tears pooling in my eyes, and I cried out, "This is hopeless." I hated what I created. I wanted to throw it away right there into the garbage. My sister is gone. She's not coming back. The reality hitting me. I then heard Holy Spirit prompt me. He said, "Pick up the yellow paint." So I did. I opened it up, poured some out on a pad, and dipped the brush in. I, for some reason, felt to drop dots of yellow onto the orange canvas. I kept doing this all across it. Then God spoke to me, "Drop a yellow dot on the black letters of hope." As each yellow drop fell, a teardrop would come. I could barely see. A shift was taking place in my heart. I could feel it. The hopelessness was turning to hope. It felt amazing. You know what? I took the brush and why not? I painted all the letters a full bright yellow. It was like sunshine. Orange background and yellow letters, hope. It's not a beautiful painting. It's not going to win any prizes or sell, but it's my story. A reminder for me, a reminder of hope, hope against hope. You know, I took that picture home and hung it on my wall for another year. Each time I would look at it, more healing would come, more courage would come, and I would remember. The painting of hope would be just what I needed to help get me out of bed, get back up, and integrate slowly into my everyday life. To get a cup of tea, to encourage me to get out of bed one day at a time. Another place of courage and story for me is my family lived the majority of the time from 2008 to 2019 in Hollywood, and our four kids were in the entertainment industry. My husband and I, they're managers. Life was very busy, full of events, schedules, socials, and brand deals. You can imagine. God brought my husband and I back to Canada early 2019. There was a letting go at that time with my kids for me as a mama, a new place of courage, empty nesting. And then in the fall of 2019, everything changed. When my sister passed away, she didn't just leave me, my parents, and my sibs. She left 5 children, 3 adults, 1 teenager, and a precious 3.5-month-old baby boy, Zachary, whose name means God has remembered. Zachary was our nephew. We brought him home with us, and now he's our son. You can just picture that this was a whole different world. I went from Hollywood to motherhood. It was like I was redefining my life. I honestly never could have imagined what life had in store for me. But as I look back and I see how it all fits, it's a beautiful mosaic of turning ashes into beautiful gemstones. Our little guy, Zachary, has brought healing to me. He has filled spaces in my heart that had been emptied. He is such a blessing. I wrote a poem to him last year. I waited for you my whole life, but I didn't know I was waiting for you. Today, I call this my emerging season. I'm embracing me, learning what I love and what I don't, learning to say no or to say yes, to what I need to be doing to step forward into my influence, adjusting to transition, asking myself, will I fight it or will I learn to flow in this new direction? How will I pivot well? I was reminded of Queen Esther, how she was faced with hard decisions of courage. I was thinking how she was prepared in different ways. There are areas of strength that God had built within her over the years before she was faced with the choice of courage. Her beauty, grace, strategy, creativity, honor, wisdom. When faced with courage, Esther turned to God in fasting and prayer, placing her life in God's hands. She let him decide the outcome for her and her people. God used her and her courage to say yes, not just one time, but multiple times in each step. I am in awe of Queen Esther and the woman she was. She is one of my most inspirational Bible characters. A few verses that speak about courage to me are, "For I am the Lord your God, who takes hold of your right hand and says to you, Stacey, do not fear, I will help you." Isaiah 41:13. "And be strong and let your heart take courage, Stacey, all you who hope in the Lord." Psalm 31:24. "Arise, for this matter is your responsibility, but we will be with you. Be courageous and act." Ezra 10:4. This is the first time in my life that my heart and mind are believing that I really can do whatever I put my mind and heart to. I am now learning how to implement and follow through with a vision. I'm not only getting off the bench, I'm in the game. I'm getting out of bed as well. I'm ready to see results and successes. I think I can. I think I can. Have you been in this place in your own life? What are you facing right now? In your own circumstances and situations, what have you walked through? Are the memories holding you back? The pain? Where do you feel stuck? What do you need courage to help you move forward? Do you have a message of impact you want to share with your world? What have you stopped yourself from dreaming? What do you want to dream again? Imagine how courage could inspire you. Courage has helped me face things within me that were blocking me, brought out creativity and dormant gifts in me, helped me build an amazing community, brought incredible people and resources into my life. Courage has helped me to step out of I can't to I can. Courage has changed my life. Courage can change your life. Courage helps you believe. I can invest in me and things will follow through. I had someone come alongside me who said, "You can do this, Stacey. You can." I invested in me with God. Now I'm saying to you, invest in you. Believe that you can do this. I think you can. What does courage mean to you? When did you fight through when it was hard? Transitioning from grief, unforgiveness, bitterness, rejection, devastation, betrayal, loneliness. Do you really feel that you are someone who is courageous? You should. I'm going to encourage you, celebrate every moment that you've been courageous. Write a letter to yourself. Say it, write your name, and say, "You were really courageous when you did this. It blew my mind. I'm amazed by you. Good job. Thank you for standing up." Writing this letter and reminding yourself that you are really a courageous person. Courage has helped me write a children's book ready to be published this summer. Courage has helped me start writing my second book for women. With courage, I recorded my first professional song in 21 years, "Let Me Love You." With courage, I became a coach. With courage, I launched my own business and now have 3 partners. And we're launching and scaling. With courage, I built a community. With courage, I made 5 figures. As a woman, with courage, I've launched a mastermind. Courage has me here sharing with you today. Through courage, I found my voice. I found my influence. I got off the bench. Through courage, I'm taking my message of pain and overcoming and using it to help bring hope and healing to others. If you are struggling and waiting on someone else to make this decision for you, to do what's inside of you, don't wait. What's been compelling you? What can you do right now? Are you ready to stand up for you? Have you been secretly telling yourself, I want to write this book. I want to lead a movement. I want to get fit. I want to start a business. I want to record a song. I want to work with children. I want to teach. Whatever it may be, let's do this. Courage is an open door to I can. Think of where you're at. What will it take for you to rise up in courage? What is your story? What are your life experiences? What is your message? What do you have to offer to others through your expertise and knowledge and journey? What can you do with what is in your hands? Think about this. Start to get excited, be inspired. What could this look like for you to rise up in courage? I know and believe that just one small drop of courage will bring you one more step closer to getting you into your influence. I pray that you are encouraged today to get up, show up, and don't ever give up. Remember, the past is not today. Today is a new day. It's the beginning of the rest of your life. Today is your time to choose to do something you haven't tried before, to be unique, to raise your voice, to share your message of hope, to say, I think I can, I think I can. Thank you for sharing your time with me today. And may you be blessed in stepping into your dreams, facing courage for what you've wanted to step out of and into. So repeat after me. I think I can. I think I can. Thank you.